we have here an envelope from Cards Against Humanity Saves America, where we're going to do the de-enveloping here on Talk of the Tavern's channel. I'm Travis Sivart. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now we're going to read everything that came in this envelope. It's going to be a long video, guys. Cards Against Humanity Saves America, Day 1. And you can see it's even got little stars marked for each day. Dear valued customer, you are receiving this notification because your Social Security number has been compromised by the Equifax Corporation. No, just kidding. It's us, lovable tricksters, Cards Against Humanity. Friends, America is in trouble. Everyone is asleep at the wheel, and we're the best hope you've got. Over the next 6 days, we're rolling out a campaign of shock and awe to save the American people, and also keep our brand relevant during the Q4 holiday sales season. Day 1. As we speak, the federal government is working to pour billions of dollars into building a wall between the United States and Mexico, despite the fact that walls have been militarily obsolete since the advent of gunpowder. We, at Cards Against Humanity, believe that when Trump goes low, we go lower. So we've gone ahead and used your money to purchase a plot of vacant land on the U.S.-Mexico border and retain a law firm to make sure that a wall never gets built there. Enclosed is a map of that land, a certificate of our promise to you, and a few new cards about walls. I love you, Cards Against Humanity. P.S. Since the Trump administration is committed to using 12th century military technology, we have responded in kind by building a 30-foot trebuchet, a medieval catapult designed to destroy walls, on the border. We paid 300 gold to increase its attack damage, so it's very powerful. You can see the video of our medieval war machinery in action at cardsagainsthumanitystopsthewall.com. Let's see what else we got. Here's a letter from the lawyers. Graves, Dougherty, Heron, and Moody. Signed by William Christian, but we'll get to that. I bet you they are hearing their name in places they would have never thought to hear it before being employed by them. So, Cards Against Humanity, their address regarding Lot 11, Block 4, Tarpon Haven Subdivision, a subdivision in Cameron County, Texas, according to the map and plat thereof, recorded in Cabinet 1, Slot 316-B and 317-A, map records of Cameron County. We, the law firm of Graves, Dougherty, Heron, and Moody, P.C., have been engaged. By the way, PC stands for a professional corporation. Have been engaged as legal counsel to represent Cards Against Humanity in order to defend against any and all attempts of the United States government to use its powers of eminent domain to build a border wall on this land. I have a comment about that when we're done reading the letter. Eminent domain generally refers to the power of the government to take property without the owner's consent. The Fifth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution places 2 limitations on the power a taking must be for... Oh, there's a colon. Hold on while I reread that with a proper pronunciation. The Fifth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution places 2 limitations on this power. A taking must be for public use, and the government must provide the landowner with just compensation for the property taken. Making sure this hand is in the camera view because I'm not really paying attention. Probably should use this hand. A lot more room over here. And a cat. Tip. Okay. Typically, an eminent domain case will start with a request by the government to conduct a survey of the property owner's land to identify the location of the proposed wall. The government will then make the landowner an offer to purchase the property necessary for the wall's construction. If the property owner does not agree to allow access to the property for the survey or to sell the land voluntarily, then the government may file a lawsuit in court to condemn the land. Hey, land, I condemn you! The property owner is entitled to notice that describes the property the government intends to take, the legal basis for the taking, and the government's intended use for the property. If the taking is allowed, compensation will be determined in a trial, either before a jury or a 3-person commission appointed by the court. Before the government may actually take possession of the property, it must deposit with the court the full amount of the compensation determined at the trial. A property owner may then appeal the taking and amount of compensation to a higher court. All the way. You know what? I'm curious. It says if the taking is allowed. Means the owner gets notice, legal basis, intended use. Property owner may then file an answer objecting to the government's right to take the property. Court resolves these objections and determines whether the government may take the property. So you could file this stuff and the court can go, yeah, too bad, government's getting it. If the taking is allowed, compensation, so there is compensation either way, will be determined in a trial either before a jury or 3-person commission. Okay, I got it. I got it now. Before the government may take actual possession of the property, it must deposit with the court the full amount of compensation determined at the trial. A property owner may then appeal the taking and amount of compensation to a higher court all the way up to the United States Supreme Court. Got it all so far? Last paragraph. The whole legal process can take quite a time. The whole legal process can take quite a long time. Who knows, maybe longer than the current president will be in office. For however long it takes, we are ready for a protracted resistance to any attempts by the government to build a wall on this land. We will fight in courts at every stage, using every available legal tool to make sure the government follows all required procedures, respects the constitutional rights that safeguard private property and due process law, and pays the just compensation required by the Fifth Amendment. Yours truly, Graves Dougherty, Heron and Moody, a professional corporation, signed by William Christian. You know, I'm curious. Could the government just build the wall around the property without going over the border? You know, basically putting this property on the other side of the wall? And just a door so you can get to it? I don't know. Now, here's a certification. This document certifies you, that's me, the holder of this certificate, helped Cards Against Humanity buy 0.000667% of a parcel of land along the U.S.-Mexico border. This document further certifies that any attempt by the U.S. government to build a wall on this land will be resisted to the full extent of the law by Cards Against Humanity and its legal representatives at Graves, Dougherty, Heron, and Moody. Place for me to sign, stamped and certified, Cards Against Humanity, and a little footnote. Our lawyers want you to know that your payment does not create any principal-agent relationship with Cards Against Humanity, LLC, or entitle you to any ownership interest in the land. There you go. Now, 2 things remain. There is a map. I'll just show it over here over my shoulder. Borders, land, fun facts. Rio Grande is Spanish for a River Grande. Did I say Rio Grande? Rio Grande, whatever. Walls have been military obsolete since the invention of gunpowder. In Mexico, Mexican food is just called food. Trebuchets have been military obsolete since the invention of gunpowder. Mexicans would rather immigrate to Canada, but it's too far away. Donald Trump's real name is, quote, I am a bad man, end quote. So they show illegal aliens here with crop circles and Area 51 and a billboard of Trump where many people are raising guns in celebration. Betsy DeVos Rehabilitation Center, John Waters, Holiday Hole, Pauly Shore. These are all landmarks. And then over here on the Mexican side, it's showing the former White House staff on the beach sunning it up. The Rio Grande. All kinds of nifty little pictures, including dragons, war armies, Smash Mouth, a pit named Brad Pitt, a hill named Jonah Hill, a legal battle where they look like construction workers fighting lawyers with swords. Okay, I guess I'll hold this up closer for you. Social safety net. Yeah, I don't know about all this. It's amusing enough. Day of the Dead celebration. Okay. Now, if you want to see this in greater detail, what I recommend you do, hold on, I'm trying to get it, there we go, is pause and zoom. Or go online and find a damn picture of it that's better than me holding it up for my camera. But there you go. There's that now. Possibly what everybody's been waiting for. Cards Against Humanity Stops the Wall, Day 1. Cards. So, let's see what we got here. Shall I start with the black card? Let's start with the black card. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some I assume are blank. And some I assume are our dumb asshole president, Mexicans and Muslims, and some of them I assume are how easy it is to climb over the wall with a ladder. And some of them are, I assume, getting deported. Or guacamole. And back to the first one. So there we go. There's our 6 cards in this set. And that is your unboxing of Day 1, Cards Against Humanity. I will be doing each and every day and posting it as soon as I can. This one is coming out a bit late due to my schedule today. But I will keep you up to date. Don't forget to check out the rest of the channel and subscribe so you get notices when they go up. Catch you soon.